Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Limitless, and today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about the new 1.15 update. So let's get right into things. The first things first, they got bees. We got bees nest, we got beehives, we got honey blocks, honey bottles, honeycombs. We got just iron golem healing. We got dispenser changes. We got bees and honey achievements coming up now, and a bunch of other new achievements. So really we got a whole bunch of new stuff coming out here with this update, which I'm very excited about, and I'm going to get into a little bit about the bees. The most important thing that I think everyone's excited about is the bees. So let's kind of explain that a little bit more. So this is a bee right here. As you can see, they're quite cute. I will admit they are quite nice looking. They look very friendly. The way they fly is kind of a nice little docile fly. It's just like bzz, bzz, bzz. Yep, that's my example of a flying bee. So we got a couple new blocks, as I was talking about. We have the honey block, we have the beehive, bee nest, and the honeycomb block as well. So the biggest thing, and we have the honey balls, which is not a block, but so the biggest thing is if you run into one of these honey blocks and you slide down them, they'll actually slow your falling rate, which is something that can be really useful for building and other things like that. It also reduces fall damage if you land on one of these blocks. You will still take damage, but it will reduce it. So those are some really big changes that can just change combat and all kinds of other things and building. So I'm really happy about that. With the bees themselves, the bees are mostly a neutral mob from what I read. You don't really need to hurt them. They don't drop anything right now at the moment. And it says here, if a bee does sting you, it will leave its stinger in you, eventually die and drop nothing. So the bees should eventually die, just like in real life, if they sting you, and they are dropping nothing. Now, when you get stung by a bee, you do get poisoned as well, so keep that in mind. I think it's 7 seconds of poison, which, does make sense logically. And the bees do love flowers and pollen and stuff like that, so I guess there are going to be mainly around areas with a lot of flowers, it says. And it says when it rains, they don't like the rain, so they're going to go back to their nest. And I believe they go back to their nest at nighttime as well. So those are some things to note. Another thing to note is when you attack one bee, if there's other bees around, they are all going to attack you. So be aware of that. That can be quite dangerous if you're getting stung by multiple bees at one time. So those are just some, some pretty good things to add. Now, what I'm going to show you first, let me set it back to day. So give me 1 second. Set that to day. Now, another thing I'm going to show you guys is how to actually make these honey blocks, because these are going to be quite useful. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the bottles of honey, and then you're going to put 4 bottles of honey like such, and you get a honey block, and then it gives you the bottles back as well once you are done that. So that's something that is very useful to know. It's a very simple recipe, actually. I was surprised when I saw the recipe for that. Now I believe I'm gonna just one of the bees just flew right back into the he just flew right back into the thing there. Now, if you want to get a bottle of honey, what you need to do is you need to go to a hive or a nest. So this is a hive and this is a nest, and you need to right click with a bottle when the nest is full. Now right now these nests are not full, so when I right click, nothing's happening. But once the bees do fill the nest up and they do fill either the hive or the nest, you can then right click and get honey from them. So this is something that you might want to have at your house or near your house. That way you can farm honey and things like that. Very, very simple. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but like I said, the honey does cure poison as well. So that's quite the useful feature. And overall, it's just really going to be helpful for PvP and things like that. Now, besides that, there really isn't too much more that I don't think I'm missing anything more with the bee update. I think I pretty much covered everything there is to know about that. The next thing we're probably going to move on to will be the iron golem healing, so I'll explain a little bit about that in a second here. Okay guys, so I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about the iron golem healing update that just came out as well. So now when iron golems get damaged, we should it says that they show a cracked animation. Okay, there we go. So when iron golems get damaged, they should show a cracked animation like such. And if you want to heal them, it is quite simple. All you got to do is right click them with an iron ignite and they will actually be healed, as you can see, which I think is a great feature to add, because when iron golems get damaged in the past, it is kind of silly how they just, you know, there's not much you can really do. The fact that they can now be healed with the ignites is a great thing, and it looks like you can actually heal them, I believe, with 2 to 3 will heal them no matter how damaged they are. So really, it's not a bad ratio of healing to, you know, damage. And besides that, I think that's pretty much everything that is most important with this new update. If I missed anything, you can let me know in the comments down below, but I think I pretty much got everything. I mean, there's a few other things in the update, but nothing really that stands out to me besides, you know, the bees and the iron golem healing. So that's what we were reviewing today, obviously. But hopefully you enjoyed my video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I have way more Minecraft content coming out. I have a super sick video coming out with best survival houses soon. So like I said, make sure you follow, or not follow, subscribe with notifications on, and then that video will be out very shortly. Everybody, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.